heard that you've been talking shit.
Maybe 1%.
What's that about?
It's like, it kind of,
And there's video footage of it.
I've really tried to distance myself from all of it. And
No, Jamie, play it.
that man loves me so much. And, you know, look what we built. We built a beautiful life and we have 2 healthy, beautiful children.
What do you mean by that?
He's also a fox.
Right.
Yeah. Slay the dragon, save the princess.
It's all bullshit.
Hey, just sending love and checking in.
Shut the fuck up.
No, but it's a good one.
Who the fuck are you?
About what? What now? What is it now?
What the f did you just say?
But there is something really disturbing.
These are your last moments. It's gonna be horrific.
Yeah, I loved it.
Netflix just slammed Meghan Markle with a cold wake-up call, but that's not even the part making her sweat. Critics shredded the show, viewers hit harder, and the whole thing swerved like a runaway train. Feels like the crash already happened, right? Not yet. The real break is still ahead.
Look at that face. She's not happy.
Oh, yeah, it's so hard to be pretty. So your life is so hard. You're a fucking princess. I wonder how hard it is to be Cinderella when you look like the fucking step witch's mother. That's a character you didn't even know about. I didn't even know you were black.
Numbers tanked to the bottom, some of the worst on the platform, and whispers say Meghan's raging, blaming everyone but herself. Messy enough? Hold tight. The next twist makes this look small.
All the young women in particular who work for her quit in tears. She so wore them down and was so nasty. Then when she started her own company, similar reports coming out from Montecito about how no one can work for her. She's a nightmare behind the scenes.
Like the starring Meghan, Duchess of Sussex.
Yes.
What's the title of her show? Love Meghan. For what? To watch? Who wants to watch Meghan Markle bake a pie?
Here's where it flips. Netflix already shot 2 full seasons of With Love Meghan. Bad press everywhere, eye rolls nonstop, yet season 2 still drops. Bold move or blind bet. Either way, that choice lights a fuse you haven't watched burn out.
This is really grueling to get through.
Yeah.
So I did episodes 1, episode 2, and episode 8.
So the wreck gets a sequel, and the cancellation fairy is clearly off duty. People ask if Netflix lost the plot or just sank too deep to quit. Let's be real. This wasn't a flop, it was a full-on meltdown. Think the fallout's over? It's only warming up.
I somehow stumbled across a Netflix commercial for the Meghan Markle show. The American actress who became a duchess, who tried to destroy the royal family, which then booted them out of England. How bad that trailer, that seems like the worst show that I've ever heard of.
With Love, Meghan was meant to be her comeback. Shut the haters up. Prove she could lead. Instead, viewers called it fake, forced, cut off from real life. That sting should end it, right? Nope, something sharper is already lining up.
Oh my God, that hat. Oh God, he's so hot. Look at him. Isn't Prince Harry? She bagged a fox. But look how nice is she. Pulling away from her lovely prince. It's so good. Who's filming this?
Thought Spotify calling her a grifter was the bottom? Think again, because the real hit hasn't landed yet. A viewer says Meghan's DIY bath salt recipe torched her skin, and she's firing a $7 million shot. Robin Patrick, a diabetic woman in Maryland, claims arnica and Himalayan salt turned that mix into burns and ulcers. And now she's aiming at Meghan, Netflix, or Archewell for $10 million. She'll drop the case if the money's right, but if a payout closes this door, what bomb goes off in the next room?
I was so happy.
Thought the bad reviews were rock bottom? Buckle up. Her latest interview might beat it. She's crying on a podcast, but why now? Hold that question. The tears land, the buzz spikes, and you're left wondering what she's really selling, because the next hit is coming fast.
And that's, I think, the best part about being a mom. And we go back to like a love language or gifts. It's not about the grandeur of a gesture.
It's so fake.
Like, this can't be real. It's weird, right?
It sucks.
Are you joking?
It's
This
bad.
is terrible.
You suck. You suck.
Then she signs a gift card with a royal title she's not supposed to use. Bold flex or sloppy slip. Wait a second before you decide. That little signature sparks a new fire, and it's only the start of the smoke.
Meghan Markle is now accused of breaking the agreement with the late queen after podcast revelation.
Staff walk out one by one, headlines pile up, and behind the stage tiers sit lawsuits, backlash, and old rumors that won't die. You think that's the full mess? Not yet. There's another layer under the gloss.
All the young women in particular who work for her quit in tears. She so wore them down and was so nasty. Then when she started her own company, similar reports coming out from Montecito about how no one can work for her. She's a nightmare behind the scenes.
At this point, Duchess of Drama fits better than any crown. It gets wilder. People online joke Gayle King has more astronaut cred than Meghan has authenticity. Funny? Maybe. Signal of a bigger trust gap? Definitely. And the gap is still widening.
Hearing Meghan talk about Harry and how much of a fox he is.
He's also a fox, if you haven't noticed. My husband's very, very handsome.
I mean, have you ever heard somebody have to try so hard to be like, put it out there? I'm not buying it.
There's nothing I like about her. Well, she never stops whining. My castle's too small. The queen was mean to me. They won't let me call myself Her Royal Highness anymore, but I'm gonna put it all over my stationery and on the gifts that I give to my friends.
She sits with Jamie Kern Lima, a billionaire built on grit, promising raw truth. Sounds good, right? Then the podcast plays like a PR deck, not a heart talk. If this was honesty, why did it feel rehearsed? Keep that thought. The next scene answers it.
Are you in love now more than ever?
Are you in love? How happy and beautiful is your husband? He's so beautiful.
The host's energy, off the charts, cringy.
And Meghan started accepting all these compliments. I know I'm great, aren't I?
Somehow she looks even faker than when she cooked on Netflix. Don't blink. Watch the clip. The act feels tight, the lines feel placed, and the real question hangs. Where's the real her? The answer shifts in the next breath.
Would you ever run for office?
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
Never. Oh my gosh, I work so hard and I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard.
No heart-to-heart here, just famous friends as props and a hype train on her own show. She dabs her eyes, voice shaking, but no tears fall. Viewers catch it fast. It's crying as performance. So what happens when the mask slips further?
And she also is pretending that she's crying. We zoomed in just to see. There isn't a tear in sight. Dan, look at this. I invite the viewers to take a close-up look at this. Where's the tear?
Social media pounces. An old clip drops. Meghan laughing about crying on command. She brags she can pull a tear in seconds. That lands hard. Now every sniffle looks staged. Think the damage stops there? Not a chance.
Now make yourself cry. Oh, I can do that so well. Oh my God, it's crazy. You're like, Meghan, one tear, left eye, go. Give me 3 seconds.
That old video hits like a bomb. The vulnerable moment now reads like a script rehearsal. Buzz cools, then body language expert Scott Rouse steps in, and he doesn't pour water on the fire. He pours gas.
Meghan, how are you? And are you okay?
That's so kind. I am. I'm better than okay. How are you?
That smile's a little bit over the top. And that single shoulder shrug she has, that usually indicates that person isn't very confident with their answer or their statement.
He flags the rapid blinking, the odd faces, the hands that don't match the words, little leaks, big tells. You feel the doubt spike, but he's not done, and neither is the crowd.
I couldn't tell anyone who I was dating, and he was keeping. So I think we were just on a letter basis.
Yeah.
This is fake. She knows exactly when that happened. The eye search she's got going on there, that's forced and faked, as is the facial expression.
But Rouse says those leaks scream discomfort, maybe even deception. Then she talks pain. Voice cracks, face stays calm. No strain, no tension. Viewers ask the killer question, heartbreak or Hollywood act? And just as that lands, another twist waits off screen.
There are times we get together and I'm like, I just want to have DoorDash come in. And you're like, let's make some. And I'm like,
no, I don't want to cook again, Meghan. My God, take a break.
But to the world, it's just, what has she been doing? Does she work? As opposed to, oh my gosh, I work so hard and I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard.
The beginning of that clip where she's like, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, it's like, it's so inauthentic.
Meghan says she emails her kids every night so they can read them later. Sweet, right? Or is it? Picture scrolling through thousands of bedtime notes. Who's doing that? Hold that eye roll, because the real twist isn't the emails at all.
So I'd created for the kids these email addresses that sort of like names, again, that you would never guess, that I will give them at some point in their lives when they're older. But before I go to bed almost every night.
Meghan, my God, you get praise every day. Getting attention every day. You gotta praise yourself on Mother's Day? Really? It's all brand branding. Did you notice it? It's all branding to make herself look more relatable and motherly.
On the podcast, a gift basket photo flashes. Cute moment. Then boom, a handwritten card signed Her Royal Highness. Wait, why that title? Stick with this because the rulebook is about to slam shut.
With the compliments of HRH, which is Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex.
You made homemade strawberry jam. It's kind of like a doctor when you keep referring to them as doctor and like, call me Susan. You know, like I would never refer to myself as Her Royal Highness.
Is it a bad look for Meghan to still refer to herself as a royal?
No, it's not.
There you are.
Because,
Wake me up when you're done.
Thank you.
Here's the snag. She's not allowed to use that title anymore. Not in public, not in private, not at all. So why put it on paper? Don't answer yet. The bigger question hits next.
The agreement that was made did not remove the title. It restricted the way it was to be used. It was not to be used publicly. And she was giving a friend some strawberry jam that she made herself, and she wrote HRH, the Duchess of Sussex.
She gave it up when she left royal duty, but still clings to it like a logo. Critics call it delusional. Is it branding or denial? The line's thin, and it's starting to fray.
I think if somebody gives you a gift, you can say, you know, so-and-so, my friend so-and-so gave me a present.
Yeah.
I don't feel like she needed to show that.
Even friends reportedly cringe, and the internet goes savage. You can't have it both ways, Meghan. Comments explode. But before that fire cools, another spark is already lighting the next scene.
She wants all of the privileges that go along with an identity, but she doesn't want any of the responsibilities. She doesn't want to do any of the work. She wants the tiara. She doesn't want the public service.
Here's the twist. The palace feels the heat now. A poll blasts out 97% saying King Charles should strip the titles. That's not a whisper. That's a siren. What does he do with a number that loud? Hold the answer. The silence from the throne is about to get even heavier.
Harry comes out and gives this interview in which he not only says he doesn't know how long the king has left to live,
I don't know how much longer my father has. He won't speak to me because of this security stuff.
which the royal family was like, hey, let's not talk about the king's mortality because you don't know, specifically because the king has refused to speak to you since February 2024. Now that is over a year ago.
Charles says nothing, no statement, no showdown. But insiders swear William won't wait his turn. Once he's in charge, he draws a hard line. What Harry and Meghan did isn't just sad, it's betrayal. He's ready to lock the door to protect the crown. Brave talk or the fuse to a public blast.
How are Prince William and his wife Kate Middleton responding?
They're done. They're done. William doesn't even want to hear Harry's name anymore. He's just kind of like, don't bring him up. We're good.
Even if no one swings today, the fight's already out in the open. This isn't family drama. It's a street brawl. Harry's in headlines over security, acting like he's the only dad guarding kids. That battle has its own thunder. And just past that rumble, another shock is warming up.
If you are trying to reconcile with your family, if you are trying to make amends, you don't go on TV and blame them again. This is literally the last thing.
He walked away from royal duty, but still wants royal protection. Hang on, how does that work? Instead of owning the choice, he points fingers and demands top-tier security without the workload. The ask feels huge, the nerve even bigger. Think that's the peak? Wait till you hear who he wants to foot the bill.
She decided she didn't want to be a real princess because to be a real princess involves duty and responsibility, caring about other people. And so she just wanted to be a pretend princess in Hollywood. So she split her husband off from his royal family and then inked a $1 zillion deal with a bunch of media companies, and then all her projects flopped.
He won't pay himself, but wants the palace to cover it, like quitting your job and keeping the company card. That didn't fly. He lost, and the crowd didn't hold back. The backlash hit hard, and another fight is already lining up off screen.
That you don't call another human being Your Highness. You're complaining about your hard life, and you're so privileged. It's just so weird.
It's ridiculous. I don't know how much longer my father has. He won't speak to me because of this security stuff. For the time being, it's impossible for me to take my family back to the UK safely.
That's a lie. You can take them back whenever you want. You can bring your own security. You can ensure that they're safe. You can go to safe spots. There are a million ways to do it. Don't announce it. Don't tell people you're coming. Just show up and find a space and make sure it has even extra or security.
While the last mess still smoked, Meghan sprinted to a new move. Her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchards, suddenly flipped to as ever. Quiet switch, no fanfare. Why change the name in the dark? Hold that thought. The rebrand looks fast, but the fallout is faster.
Last year, I thought, you know what, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood, it's a nickname for Santa Barbara, but it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area. and I've been waiting for a moment to share a name that I'd secured in 2022, and this is the moment. And it's called As Ever.
Then the rollout faceplants. The name, already used by small shops, owners not thrilled. The logo looks a lot like a Spanish town's coat of arms, and Morca officials say she copied it. Legal sparks fly. Online, people call it desperate, a last grab for cash. Products sell out in 30 minutes, but most guess the batch was tiny. So if this splash was shallow, what's the next scramble going to look like?
When I was reviewing her website in real time, doing my video, it said coming soon. But then, like 5 minutes later, we see that she put sold out.
Before Meghan ever wore the Duchess title, whispers trailed her. Ugly ones. The loudest, that she once worked as a yacht girl. True or not, park that thought. The rumor stuck hard, and the real sting shows up in the next breath.
Wasn't there some speculation that she was on Epstein's yacht at one point in time? There was like photos with her and Prince Andrew way back in the day when she was like in her early 20s. Wow.
It is interesting how she's exposing her as a yacht girl, someone who was paid off by rich men to go and hang out.
Yacht girl means mingling on elite boats for the rich and powerful. Was it ever proved? No, but the story clung. Some insiders even claim she hit those parties early on. Author Kirby Summers went further, linking her name to Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein before Harry. Heavy claims, with the receipts still missing.
Listen, I brought Meghan Markle, whatever her name is, to my Deal or No Deal celebrity golf tournament. She was one of my Deal or No Deal girls that were, she was a caddy for all of my celebrities.
No solid evidence has surfaced, but another theory crawls in. She wasn't clueless about royals at all. She played the wide-eyed outsider, sure, but did she really walk in blind? Hold that doubt, the puzzle pieces don't stop here.
Meghan Markle, the only thing she found was a rich, famous husband.
The nearest thing Meghan Markle ever had to a billion-dollar idea was marrying a prince.
It was planned from the beginning. She denied being interested in the royal family, which she totally was. I know someone who knows the ex-husband who said she had a vision board with Prince Harry on it.
Fate or strategy? She swore she knew little about Harry or the firm. Yet old blog posts and friends' comments hint otherwise, like she watched that world from the curb for years. Coincidence, Tross, or quiet mapping?
My castle's too small. Yeah. The queen was mean to me. They won't let me call myself Her Royal Highness anymore, but I'm gonna put it all over my stationery and on the gifts that I give to my friends.
Some say she aimed for that life on purpose. Admiration? Maybe. Pure chance? Maybe not. The more people look, the more they call it calculated. If that climb was planned, what else was?
I love that your eyes are sparkling right now.
Oh. Oh my God. Dan, I threw up in my mouth.
Yes.
Now the spotlight burns hotter and the storm won't move on. Meghan and Harry sit in the center and sympathy runs thin. Think the chaos fades here? Another wave is already rolling in.
Oh, you look like Snow White and I'm the fucking dwarf. What's it feel like to control your bowels?
Still here? Good. Now tell me, was this Meghan's master plan, or is the crowd just too cynical to see her side? Hold that answer for a beat. If you love tearing open headlines and digging through celebrity chaos, hit subscribe and jump in the comments. We'll wrap this round, but don't blink. We're just getting started, and the next twist is already loading.